Hello guys, welcome back to the channel for a new Databricks video. Today we are going to explore Databricks Zerobus Ingest connector. Until recently, getting streaming data into the lakehouse required streaming infrastructure like Kafka, Azure Event Hubs, IoT Hub or other message broker, and then Spark streaming to read from those message brokers and save the data into Unity catalog. While those technologies are very powerful, they come with operational complexity like managing clusters, partitions, topics, scaling, monitoring, and all those things. With Databricks Zerobus, the architecture becomes much more simple. With Databricks Zerobus is a serverless, push-based ingestion service that allows applications to send data directly to Unity catalog tables without the need of a message bus. Essentially, it removes the operational complexity of streaming infrastructure, which is amazing. In this video, we are going to use Databricks Zerobus. We are going to push data directly to a Unity catalog table. Without any further ado, let's dive in.
Okay guys, so here is the documentation about Zerobus Ingest connector. Zerobus Ingest is a push-based ingestion API that writes data directly to Unity catalog tables. It is a serverless connector that automatically scales to handle incoming connections. The concepts here, you have a data producer that first opens a stream to Zerobus Ingest API and specifies the target delta table, constructs a message, matching its schema, and then pushes the messages via the open stream. Right, the service makes the data durable, acknowledges the client's message, and materializes the data in the delta table. So we have streams, server, client. These are the main components. And here is how you can actually use Zerobus. We have the Zerobus Ingest supports gRPC, SDK, REST, and OpenTelemetry. Here you can see more about all those options, and here is how you can actually get your Zerobus Ingest endpoint. Workspace URL, we already know that, right? So here, yeah, that's the workspace URL. But for Zerobus, we need something like this, where we, no, not this one, actually this one, the server endpoint, where we specify which is the workspace ID, Zerobus, your region, and Azure Databricks.net, right? So let's go into our Databricks notebook here. Let's have a quick overview of what Zerobus Ingest is. Zerobus, as we said, it's a push-based ingestion service that allows applications to send data directly to Unity catalog. The key benefits is that there are no message brokers to manage, there are no partitions to configure, there is no streaming infrastructure to maintain, direct ingestion to delta tables, built-in buffering, and durability. As you can see, the producer opens the streams, sends the data. Here, the server validates the schema, and then sends back an acknowledgement to the producer, and we write to the table. So how Zerobus Ingest works, the ingestion flow is like this: data producer, Zerobus Ingest API, Unity catalog, delta table. A data producer opens a connection stream to Zerobus Ingest, specifies the target Unity catalog table, sends records matching the table schema, Zerobus validates and buffers the data. Data is written to delta format, and the client receives an acknowledgement once the data is durable. Then we have streams. A stream is a direct connection between the client application and the Zerobus Ingest service. So streams provide long-lived connections, high throughput ingestion, low latency data delivery. Important characteristics: a stream writes data to one target table. Ordering is guaranteed within a single stream. Multiple streams can be created to increase throughput or write to different tables. And the responsibilities of Zerobus server: the Zerobus service method manages the ingestion process. It's responsible for validating incoming records against the target schema, buffering incoming data efficiently, ensuring data durability, writing data into delta tables, sending back acknowledgements. And the client, which is a producer, that's what we are going to do, is to select the target table, establish a stream, construct the schema compatible message, send the message, managing mess acknowledgements. So supported interface, as we just saw, Zerobus supports multiple ingestion interfaces, gRPC SDK, REST API, OpenTelemetry. Here we are going to use the Zerobus Python SDK. So, and then I'm going to drop a table. I think no, I have already dropped that, so that's not necessary. Let's install the Zerobus SDK. Let's create a dummy table with, let's say, sensor readings in theory. We have sensor ID, temperature, humidity, pressure, battery, event time, which is a timestamp. Here we have string and the other fields are double. So let's create the sensor readings table. And here, first we need to create a managed service principal. How are we going to do that? So if you go into settings, so go back here, go into settings, right? And then on the identity access, on the service principals here, click on manage, add a new service principal, Zerobus demo, for example, right? Click here, actually Databricks managed, Zerobus demo. Assignment identity, yep. Admin access, we can provide also admin access. Click here. And here on the secrets tab, so we have the service principal has the necessary entitlements, but we need also a secret. Click this secret tab and we need an auth secret. So click on generate a secret for 1 day. That's enough for us. Then we have the secret and the client ID, right? So first, let's copy the client ID, save that in a notepad or whatever, and let's go back to the code. Here, we need to grant the unique catalog permissions to Zerobus service principal. So we have grant use catalog on catalog main to this service principal ID. Let me update with this new service principal that we just created. And then grant use schema on schema, the default schema, and modify and select on table on the sensor readings. So do that. We provide the necessary permissions to the service principal we just created, to the catalog, to the schema, to the table. Okay, and here we have the code. Now we have to import from Zerobus SDK, the Zerobus SDK here, all these record types, string configuration options, table properties, and the server endpoint, as we just witnessed in the Databricks documentation. I think it was around here. Yeah, this one. Workspace ID zerobus.zerobus.region.this, right? So how can we get the workspace ID? That's actually pretty easy. So you click on here on the settings and you can see workspace ID. So this number, you copy this number, you paste it here, right? And then Zerobus West Europe, I'm in West Europe, and Azure Databricks.net, right? And here it's the workspace ID. So let's go here and copy that. So a simple copy and paste. And we provide the table name, which is on the main catalog, the default schema sensor readings. And then we have to ensure the client ID and the secret ID are correct to have access to the table, right? So let me update the client ID. Let me copy that. And also let me copy the secret. Pretty simple. And here we use the Zerobus SDK. We have to pass the server endpoint, this Zerobus server endpoint, and the workspace URL that we defined here, right? And then the table properties, we use that. So you can also check, the functions. Here, table properties, we pass the table name, the descriptor for protobuf if you want, and you can check what all these functions are doing. Then we use the string configuration options, which is the record type JSON. So we are going to use JSON format. Again, you can open that And this stream configuration options class, you can see all the parameters, which are optional. And then we create a stream, right? So here, in order to create a stream to the Zerobus Ingest API, here we have to pass client ID, client secret, table properties, and all these kind of things. So here we pass the client ID, the client secret, the table properties that we passed here, right? Which is the table name basically, and the string configuration options, that is that we use JSON format. So here I'm going to use range from to produce only a few records up to 3, and in the dictionary here we have sensor ID. We generate a sensor ID here, temperature using random, event time we use daytime now, and we can print the record, and here we wait for the ingest record offset. Actually, that's the offset, and here we wait for the offset. Wait for the durability confirmation. Let's first let me actually select from this table. You will see it's empty. So, and then let's run this code. It should run fine and populate the target table. So, yep, Databricks Zerobus Ingest SDK, default token, okay, all these kind of things. And here, this is the dictionary that we pushed to directly to the Databricks, to the Unity catalog table via the Zerobus API. So here, let's actually check the table. It usually there is some delay, maybe a few seconds. 1-2 seconds, I think there is a delay, but here you can see all the data, right? So this is how you can use essentially Zerobus Ingest connector. As you can see, we don't have to manage any streaming infrastructure. With just a few lines of code here, you push the data directly to a Unity catalog table, which is amazing. I think we needed something like that. You don't even need Spark streaming and all this kind of stuff. It removes a lot of complexity. I do like really Zerobus ingest connector. I love it. You can give it a try yourself. It doesn't make sense to upload the code on GitHub because you will find it on the documentation here. I will provide the links for the documentation, and you can. This is actually the Python code that I used, and you can play around and see how Zerobus ingest connector works. But from my side, I would give it a thumbs up. This is it for today, guys. If you like the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.